Welcome to Cosplayland, and once again, here's another wig styling tutorial for a Genshin Impact wig. This time, it is the 10 for Beidou, and if you want to see how I am making the cosplay, the videos for the bodysuit are already out, so make sure to check them out as well. I bought this wig on Amazon, and I think pretty much every Beidou wig comes from the same retailers, so just look for Beidou wig on Amazon, AliExpress or your favorite retailer, and I'm sure you will get something similar. Again, I will be using a pre-styled wig, and you could argue that this time I could have used a plain one, but I think this wig will make my life easier. There's a reason why I keep getting pre-styled wigs instead of making them from scratch. For once, they already come with the right length, the parted style and accurate color, but also they are usually much cheaper than trying to make my own from scratch. However, as any other wig, they are not perfect when they arrive. I mean, what on earth is this bunch of messy hair supposed to be in here? It's just terrible. I'm sure we can do it better, so that's what we are going to be doing. Let's get started. First things first, this awkward thing can just go. Whenever I style a new wig, I always start by detangling it. I use a silicone spray that will hopefully keep it detangled for longer and a wide tooth comb. I am not using anything fancy to style this wig other than heat from a hairdryer and very strong hairspray. In my Ganyu wig tutorial you can get a better look at some of my tools and how I pin my wigs in place so they don't move as much when you are styling them. My wig was slightly curved outwards at the bottom, and looking at the reference pictures I decided to make it sit a bit more straight. In order to do so, I simply used the hairdryer and combed my hair downwards, making sure there is a bit of tension to keep it straight. Once the wig was fully detangled, I divided it in several parts so I could style each part separately. If you need it, you can just add some hairpins to keep the parts separate. I am doing the fringe first. Beidou has a very wide fringe that fully covers one of her eyes. After all, she is a pirate, right? So what I have done is I parted the hair on the side, and I wanted to keep it long but going to the side so it creates this puffy, full of hair effect. However, the other side needs to be a bit shorter, so I am cutting it pointing my scissors downwards to create a layer look that looks natural. Go slowly and take your time to do this. You may need to repeat the process a couple of times until you get it right. Fix the tips pointing your scissors upwards and apply some hairspray when you are happy. The sides of the wig need a bit of shape as well, so I will be following the same process as before. And I also want to add volume to the strand of hair on the side, so I will be teasing the hair and applying some heat so it remains a bit puffier. Notice that I am only combing the top layer down to keep the tangled part underneath. The fringe is looking quite good, but I know I can make it a bit better, so I am also going to apply heat and tease the hair underneath to make it look puffier. I know it looks a bit messy at the beginning, but it will get much better later when we fix it. Once you comb your hair down again, it just adds a lot of volume you wouldn't get otherwise. And remember, you just want to comb down the top layer of hair. With a comb, part your hair again until it is in the position that you want. Don't forget to add some hairspray at this point to fix the style. I am going back to the side strand of hair to style it a little bit more. I am using my scissors to give it a layer look, and I am using the sharp part of my scissors like a razor and moving them up and down but not cutting directly. Then I am applying hairspray and I am shaping the tips to my liking. If you want a deeper curve, you can use a roller and use more heat to keep it with the right shape. And I always finish it with hairspray. The long strand of hair on the other side took me perhaps the longest. I undid the ponytail to take it out and redid the ponytail with the remaining hair, but this time using an elastic band similar in color to the hair. I also took the chance to comb the hair underneath. I actually tried making the sides several times, but eventually got it right. I separated the strand slightly and added hairspray to keep the shape. However, I kept the strand on the side while I made the bun. And now comes the fiddly part of fixing the hairpin in place. It was so fiddly the camera didn't even want to focus. I decided the best way to do the bun, while also supporting the hairpin, was to tie the hair around it. So I wrapped the ponytail around the longest part and pinned it. I made sure that the end was pointing upwards, but as it is, gravity was pulling the hair down, so I fixed that with some more hairspray and more pins. Now it is time to wrap the strand of hair around the bun. Originally I just hid the ends around the hairpin, but I will be changing that later on. Looking at the reference pictures, I saw the hair wraps all around the hairpin, so I used the little strand of hair to do this. In order to make my life easier, I put a couple of elastic bands on the strand of hair to keep it all tidy and avoid tangles. As I am wrapping the hair around, they won't be seen later on. And of course, after pinning it all in place, I just needed to add more hairspray and the wig was done. And this is the final result. Overall, I am quite happy with how it turned out and I can't wait to finish the rest of the cosplay. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to see the end of this project. And remember that you can follow me on Instagram if you want to see pictures of the process and keep updated. All the patterns for this cosplay will be available in my shop in the following months, but if you want to get them first, come and join us on Patreon. There you can find lots of exclusive content that you can't find anywhere else, including tutorials, patterns and blueprints. I hope you like this project, and I also hope you have a wonderful day. See you next time! Bye!